GoFest, the annual celebration where we celebrate the birth of Pokemon Go. GoFest are large real-life events hosted in different parts of the world. Beginning in Chicago in 2017, GoFest has since expanded to be experienced in other cities such as Dortmund, Yokohama, Seattle, Berlin, and Sapporo. For 2023, GoFest will be hosted in London, Osaka, and New York City. As the most anticipated event every year, GoFest brings thousands of Pokemon trainers to one city. But why?
This was the very first time that I actually do a trip by myself. I met so many amazing people. I met so many of the creators. It was just amazing, and I wanted to do it every single time since then.
We were able to get some people together, meet some people from our Discord that we didn't know, and it was cool to see people that we had sort of known, but really were able to hang out and meet new people and meet their friends, and became this even bigger circle than it already was.
I had always wanted to go. I knew all these people from the AI community who had always gone, and they've always said, stop thinking about it, just go. You have to go. It's something you have to experience. If you've been in the community for long enough, you know who's gonna be there. Even if they're not like your closest friend, you've got people. You'll be surrounded by a community of people who loves Pokemon Go so much in these events. You're surrounded by potential friends.
There's a bunch of people walking, and I remember I met like Zoe, Two Dots, I met, and then Tan. Meeting all of these people is fun.
It was so much fun to meet other trainers walking around. And again, meeting people and seeing people. It's that whole community coming together. It's a whole nother level.
I told my wife, as soon as it starts, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to disappear into a crowd of people, and I may return like later on the day.
The community is the biggest reason to attend GoFest. It's the bloodline for Pokemon Go. For some people, this will be their second, third, maybe even fifth GoFest. It begs the question, what is it like to attend GoFest?
Oh, it was magical. This was my first trip out of Australia ever. Everyone was so friendly, and the vibes were so much better than I anticipated, because I was really worried. I traveled from Australia by myself, barely knowing anyone and not knowing anyone in person. And
I played the entire time, and I was going crazy, running from one edge of the park to the other. I liked everybody walking around trying to get all these shinies and all these habitats.
It was absolutely incredible. The friends, the spawns, the Pokemon, the shinies, and just getting to meet people. A lot of kind of like big names in the Pokemon Go community that I like to call them the titans in the Pokemon Go community. I was fanboying like all weekend. They're like, oh, I'm fanboying so hard right now. Oh, well, it looks like you're controlling yourself. Well, no, I can hear my blood. Like, this is great.
We even got a special field trip to be able to go to the Pokemon International company. And that was like dream come true. I never thought in a million years that I would actually step foot into the Pokemon company. Like
the gameplay at GoFest, it was amazing. The way that they had everything set up, and they had like a legitimate football stadium set up for PvP, where you're standing in the stadium with the seats all around you on a mat that looks like the mat in the game, and you're doing PvP. And just the people I got to meet and the things I got to do, it was a really an experience to be treasured. Everyone was there. There was Niantic employees all over the park. There was signage, there was giveaway. It really felt like the culmination of everything. That's how it felt to me.
I was expecting mass chaos, which actually wasn't as chaotic as I thought it was going to be. Everyone kind of made almost like a circle. Everyone walks one way, another direction. Most of the people were walking the opposite direction. And so it had this kind of structured chaos in a sense.
I walked around and I won a bunch of the competition. I got a couple of shirts. So I got one for my daughter and one for me. And I was able to trade some of my unknowns from previous GoFest for things like a Tropius. That was exciting for us. So it was a good time. I think I walked in and immediately went to the Murkrow area. And over the speaker, they said, here's the competition of who has caught the most Murkrow. And I'm like, that's me right here. I won that handily and I had my Murkrow shirt on. So I was excited about that.
Best times of my life. I had so much fun. The one place we went to was like, it had an arcade. It had like pinball machines, a skee ball and stuff. As I'm walking up to this arcade bar, all of the Niantic staff is walking out. So it's like Michael Staronka, it's like a bunch of engineers, a bunch of the producers. And he gives me like a bag of quarters, I guess, that they like didn't use. And I remember just like throwing the quarters like a madman at people, just going, Niantic quarters, Niantic quarters. Dude, that night was so good.
The stories created from GoFest are endless, and for some people, this may be their very first time.
One goal of mine as well is to make sure I attend GoFest this year, wherever that is being hosted. You know, being able to do Arlington and Orlando and just meeting more of the community made me feel like I can just travel to events and either see friends there or make friends there and just, again, share the love of the game.
Niantic, as much as they obviously receive a lot of flack for many things in this game, one thing they know how to do is to host an in-person event. They definitely know what they're doing, and it's so much fun being able to meet everyone from the community as well. I really look forward to the next opportunity I get to be able to attend something like that. It's very much like straight to the people. Rather than attending this Niantic event, getting to play GoFest, it's more of like in my head as, oh my gosh, I get to go to this place that all these other people are also coming to. So it's really just an excuse. The actual GoFest experience, that's just sprinkles on top.
That leaves one last question. If someone was thinking about going to GoFest, should they go?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's a great experience. It's really fun, and it's cool how they decorate everything, and all the little areas that they have, and the music. There's just so much to do. It's a little overwhelming.
Get your PTO, take your time off, go enjoy being outside with all your friends, and it's a completely different experience. So listeners, if you are on the fence and you've got your things in order and you just aren't sure if you really want to go, I highly recommend going.
Get a hotel, get a ticket, go to GoFest, and then see how it goes.
Absolutely go. Just give it one shot. When you're talking to people in the Discord, like you're sending memes, sending gifts, and doing battles with them, like that's fun, but it's just a name. But you actually get to spend time with that human. We're both catching these imaginary monsters. Like, it's so much fun. Like the connections that we got to make, the laughs, the stories, like the itty bitty Airbnb that we were splitting. Honestly, that was a 15 out of 10 chef's kiss for me. So if anyone is on the fence, give it a shot. It is definitely worth it.
Just do it. Stop giving yourself excuses and just go. You're gonna like it.
If they're thinking about it, then they must be a fan of the game, and I would go because it's fun. Especially, I'm not even a very social person, but it's very fun to see all the people doing stuff, and it's really easy to just talk to people to start a conversation and meet people from all sorts of places, and they will be dying to have one of the Pokemon you have for something you are dying to have. It's just a fun experience, especially with me. I had my daughter, and we had little things set up. It was very fun.
I had a really good experience with GoFest. Would I do it again? Absolutely, and I hope it's somewhere other than Seattle because I would love to have a reason to explore new cities, or if it ends up being Chicago again, I'll go to Chicago.
If you want to experience this game at a deeper level, a live event of that magnitude, because there's safari zones, there's little installations, and then there's GoFest, right? If you can make it to a GoFest, that's like the pinnacle of live event experience. There's no other feeling, there's no other way to experience this game that gives you the same rush, the same feeling, the same vibe, the same dopamine, serotonin cocktail than a giant IRL event like GoFest. So yeah, if you can make it out to one, I don't know anyone that's ever been like, yeah, man, I went to GoFest and it was terrible. Like, no, I don't know anyone that's ever said that. So everyone I've ever talked to that has gone, it's been like this, religious experience.
Go. I would say go. Like, you could go and not buy a ticket and just do all of the community meetups, and it would still be awesome. I say it's probably worth buying the ticket, but you could just go, and I know there are people who are doing this. They're just going to go hang out in New York or go hang out in London or Osaka and just experience the people and the community, which is the most important part of this game, is the people who play it.
My name is David Hernandez, and this is As the Pokeball Turns.